So my story with him is this. We have the food site, and for a long time, I've been telling him about how my mother, I come from an Italian family. I mean, if you couldn't tell from the voice, then I don't know what you could tell. But I've been telling him, like, look, I would love one day for my mother to cook you a home-cooked meal. And he was like, I would love that. I was like, look, you know, some authentic Italian food. So we were working around scheduling, because, you know, how we could get him to the house, because, you know, he's in, he's out, sometimes pause. So we were able to set up and lock in a date that this could happen. So I go and pick him up at the airport, and I'm on my way back to my mother's house. Right? But before I'm on the way back to my mother's house, I tell them, Mom, my grandmother, my 93-year-old grandmother, my aunt, my father, my cousin, I say, listen, I'm bringing my friend Bun B by. You know, they look at me and I say, yeah, you know, he's a famous rapper, but he's also my partner in the food site. Oh, the food site, yeah, okay.
Not that rap shit, but the food site.
So I told him, so we make our way to the house. I pick Bun up, I bring him inside, and I introduce him to everybody. And, you know, he says hello to my mother, my 93-year-old grandmother, you know, my father, everybody. My mother's over the stove like she always is. She's like a DJ. She's like you. Like on the ones and twos, but she's on the stove. The house smells beautiful. They got spinach dip out. They got fucking clam dip out, mozzarella, tomatoes, fucking prosciutto, melon, right? So he's eating all the food, and they're cooking. See, but with an Italian family, they take a while. They don't, you know, it's like, it's never ending food. So they just have the appetizers out and they're making the main course. So Bun goes outside to take a call. He comes back in, stinking of weed. Stinking. So I'm looking at him, but I don't say nothing. And I look at my grandmother, and she leans her head over to my mother and says, Joanne, you're overcooking the brajot. It smells in here. So I look at Bun looks at me. We want to cry. So she was like, I got it on low. I'm not overcooking nothing. Because, you know, the Italians, they never want to admit anything. So off the bat, we're ready to cry, me and Bun, looking at each other. So, I'll tell you, the only thing that's weird about the stage is I can't see anybody.
You don't want to see them then?
Nah, I like looking at people.
It's like the French girl, that's all you mean.
There we go. Holy shit. Okay, close it back. So we're talking, you know, we decide to, you know, it's just time to eat. So we all say prayers. Bun sits down, and my mother tells me she wants me to tell every meal that's coming out. Like she has all it's like a 9-course meal. So she says, this is the chicken palm, this is the chicken marsala, this is the lasagna.
Is this a regular meal or a special?
Well, I told her my friend was coming over.
Up it up a little bit.
She upped it a little bit, and you know.
But still, it's normal dishes you've always had in your house.
Growing up, yeah.
Right.
The only thing is, like, I'm a weird Italian, because my family, like, they're all big and fat. Like, I'm skinny. I don't know what happened to me, you know. I just high metabolism. But I'm sitting at the table, Bun's at the table, we're saying prayers, and actually at that point myself, I said, holy shit, this is kind of weird, you know. Yeah. So we're saying prayers, and we start eating all the food, and my father's talking about Frank Sinatra with him, yeah. and he's talking about Houston, and my mother's asking him questions that make no sense, you know. And so, you know, we had a beautiful dinner, and we had to go to the studio. So we said goodbye to my mother and my grandmother and everybody. And we headed out. About a week later, I get a missed call from my uncle. And I was busy, you know, so I couldn't answer the call at the time. My mother immediately calls me after that. I pick up my mother's call. And she says, your uncle's looking for you. Wants to talk to you. So I said, all right. So my uncle, just to explain to you a little bit about my uncle is like a reformed gangster, you know, living in Florida. You know, he's like a guy that wears like the law tracksuits, and he's got like white felines on. He's got the sunglasses with the orange tint, and he's got like a choked rope chain that's like caught up in his fucking chest hairs. But he always has like some fucking scheme he's trying to do. But you know what? He's a good guy because he it's the scheme, like a positive scheme, you know? Like he wants to, like, he don't want to, you know, stay in the fucking negative stuff. He wants to stay in positive. So he's always coming up with some type of scheme. So right off the bat, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he wants. You know, they used to call him Tommy Rigatoni. You know, what the fuck? So he said, Pete. I said, what's up, Unc? How can I help you? So he said. So I know, I can tell his laugh. So he says, Pete. So I said, how can I help you, Unc? And you know, he's so cocky. He's like, how can you help me? Let me tell you how I'm gonna fucking help you. So I said, tell me, you know, what are you doing? He says, well, I'm opening up a deli down here in Florida, and we're gonna have everything. We're gonna have knishes. We're gonna have hot dogs. We're gonna have hamburgers. We're gonna have sausage and peppers. We're gonna have everything. At 12 o'clock. I'm gonna put out the eggplant rollatine. We're gonna put out everything. I said, okay, sounds good. You know, what can I do for you? He says, listen, I spoke to my mother and I spoke to your mother. And they told me, you know, a couple of things, and I think I could do something for you. I said, what could you do? I'm fucking confused. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He says, listen, I need 60 cases, okay? How fast could you get them here, and how much are you going to charge me? Can you give me a discount? So I said, 60 cases of what? What the fuck are you talking about? He says, I need 60 cases for the deli. I need hamburger buns, I need hot dog buns, I need sausage and pepper buns, I need everything. So I'm still a little fucking confused. So I'm like, Unc, what are you talking about? And he says, what are you talking about? I spoke to my mother and your mother. They said you have a friend named Bun B who owns a famous bread company in Houston. I'm gonna tell you how the Italians think, which I heard is the hottest thing out in Houston. And he says, and this is where I almost lost it. And he said, and I heard he puts in a special wrapper. So I said, I was lost. I said, Unc, what are you talking about? He's a rapper. He's a rapper. He don't have no bread bun company. He's a rapper. Here's how they think again. He says, wait, he don't own the joint. He's just a guy who raps the fucking bread? Get the fuck out of here.